Oh, great. With the shows that you have, so do you have an agent that books them? Do you do that yourself?
No, I don't have an agent. I would like to have an agent, and I need to find an agent. Yeah. Well, at the moment, I need to show. I think I need to show myself firstly in lots of different venues in Las Vegas, and which is great here. It's singers together. They invite another singers. For example, tonight I'm going to sing one or two songs at the Toscani Hotel
Mm-hmm.
uh, with Kenny Davidson. So I will sing La Vie en Rose and perhaps another songs. So there's really a beautiful. How can I say that? A community between all the musicians here in Las Vegas. It's really, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, and that makes a lot of sense because there's so much live entertainment in Las Vegas that it's definitely a good that the musicians are kind of banding together and staying together just because it's good to stay part of a group.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We are local.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta support your other local fellow musicians.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm curious because you said you've kind of grabbed your suitcase and you've moved to different locations. Were you scared or apprehensive to suddenly pack up and move from France to Australia or then from Australia to the United States? And how did you, if you were kind of a little bit nervous about that, how did you just push past that and do it?
No, in fact, I'm possibly crazy, but I don't live in. I don't. No, but I don't live in fears in my life. It means I
Yeah.
remember when I was in Australia, some people were telling me, "Wow, you're so courageous. How could you do that? You came here,
Mm-hmm.
single, artist." Well, I don't know. Well, life is too short, I'm trying. I also realized. I mean, I life is short, and I want to be happy. I think happiness is the most important feeling in life.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, no, I wasn't scared, and it was a lot of work, of course, because I study English at school in France. But well, it's different between learning English at school and practicing English in an English country where for example, I was saying I'm a singer, I'm a vocalist, a singer, and people were understanding that I was saying I'm single.
Yeah.
So sometimes they were looking at me, wondering why I was saying that I was a single person. Or, I asked my way to find the library, and the person tell me, yeah, it's near PlayStation. And I was thinking, why this person is talking to me about PlayStation? And in fact, he was saying near the police station,
Yeah.
So, well, at the beginning, it's not always easy, but fears, no, I had no fears when I left France for Australia, and I had no fears to leave Australia and go to United States. However, what is a little difficult, but well, I go be over this. Of course, every time you have to say goodbye to your friends, and I didn't think it was courageous when I left Paris for Australia, but I have to say that leaving Australia to go to United States to restart all where I'm of course my career was following me, but somewhere I wasn't. I had no connection in New York. Mm-hmm. And well, restart all. It's courageous, but scared. No, I wasn't scared. And restarting again somewhere in Las Vegas. Well, it's work, but well, life is fantastic and exciting.
Yeah, well, that's great. It's beautiful that you can just do that and be open and honest and then just go for it, because there's so many people get scared about making changes or just kind of jumping in, and that prevents them from doing so many great things. It's nice and refreshing to see that you're just open and honest and just go for it.
Yeah, Yuri. And also, I was surprised, but these last years, some people told me I gave them the courage to stand proudly on their own life, or even to change their lives, and so even to change countries. I was really moved by this. I mean, and with all these witnesses, is it witnesses that we say? Anyway, it made me realize more that I really want this mission to spread happiness and to encourage people and also more and more human rights and animal rights are something important to me. So more and more I'm using Twitter and soon more Instagram also to retweet when there's something happening for human rights,
Yeah.
I'm supporting, I don't know, the Red Cross, Doctor Without Frontiers, well, I think it's our mission to all, I mean. So life is wonderful and wow.
Well, that's great. Sorry, go ahead.
The thing for me is I need heat. It means since I'm in Vegas or when I was in Sydney, wow, I can work a lot as long as I can. I was going to say I can be in swimmers outside. No, but well, as long as I'm not cold, because I'm very sensitive to the cold.
Yeah. Okay. With your music then, when you write a song or choose a song to sing, how do you go about picking that? I mean, because obviously there are some French standards that you do, but then there are other songs that you're more interested in, or songs that you're writing yourself. How do you decide what you want to sing?
Well, firstly, as I said, generally it's about love or it's positive. I will never sing negative songs. I'm not interested of this. Well, I guess I follow my heart. I follow, if I like a song, I will sing it. And also there's another thing is I choose also songs that I know I know that my audience is going to be happy to listen to this song. It means, for example, in Australia, I learned lots of Edith Piaf songs, and I finished even to create a tribute to Edith Piaf because Australians really love Edith Piaf. Mm-hmm. And when I was in New York, I realized that lots of people love Maurice Chevalier. So I decided to create a tribute to Edith Piaf and Maurice Chevalier. Mm-hmm. So I choose a song that I love, but I choose songs that I know that will bring happiness to my audience, to other people. Yeah. Now for my the songwriting, I'm really a new songwriter. Until now, I have only one song finished and arranged. But it's still, it's even not, you can listen to it in FrenchSinger.biz, B-I-Z. Okay. But it's not on iTunes and all these other companies. But I'm hoping in 2018 finishing, I think I have at least 30 or 40 songs to finish, so I'm hoping having enough time in my life next year to start to finish all this song and to record a CD.
Yeah, wow. 30 or 40. How? Yeah. Where do your ideas come from for the songs that you're writing then?
it comes naturally. It's like Lady Gaga, for example, she's saying this, but there's another people are saying this. I mean, it comes. It's like I'm channeling something.
Yeah.
I don't generally. I don't sit in front of a piece of paper. I just take my guitar and start to sing, and the lyrics are coming. Are coming like this. And of course, after I have to finish a little the song, but the main, how can I say, the bone, the root of the song is here.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh?
So when you're in this creative process, are there times in the daytime where you feel more creative than the others, or how do you structure your day to take advantage of the most creative times?
No, I don't have a time especially. It's when I take my guitar or I start to play some chords and something is coming. No, I don't have a special time for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know that you just, when you start to play your guitar, that suddenly it just kind of flows through you.
Exactly. Thank you to you. Sometimes I don't know exactly how to express myself in English.
Well, you do a very wonderful job at it, so you don't have to worry about that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What projects? So I know you mentioned the CD that you want to record, but are there other projects that you have coming up, either at the end of 2017 or in 2018, that you're really excited about?
So I said that I'm really excited with this show, the 30th of September, with Sandy Castle. It's going to be a great show with 4 or 5 musicians, mostly jazz. I will be, in fact, I would like to create a big French show, like Moulin Rouge. It means with cancan dancers, some a mime, 1 or 2 singers,
Yeah.
But I hope I will find some production.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you say, some finances?
Yeah, some finances or a producer is what you're looking for.
Yeah, or at least a partner to create this, because by myself it's a lot of work. I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's a huge undertaking to kind of create something like that. But it helps that you're already in Las Vegas and you're surrounded by a lot of creative people and dancers and so.
Viva Las Vegas!
Exactly. So with everything that you've done in your travels and the people that you've met, what would you say is the best advice that someone has ever given you?
Well, the first advice for my career, someone told me it was many years ago when I was still in Paris, and even still at theater school or music school, and I was as a Gemini. Well, I was exploding everywhere, exteriorizing. I don't know if you understand. Doing lots of energy, and someone told me, look, instead of doing the crazy girls everywhere on the subway, singing, dancing, just concentrate your energy on only one, how do you say, one flux, one rope, one path. Well, I miss a word here, and go on stage with this, So, so from this moment, yes, how do you say? I synthesize my energy. I put all my energy in only one straight path. Well, something like that.
Okay, yeah, like do you mean like breath or part? No, maybe not. Well, it makes sense though. I mean, it just the idea of concentrating your energy and not being all over the place.
Yeah,
that does.
exactly.
Yeah.
So this was I remember